and welcome to Bow Ladies Podcast Coffee Connection. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. You look great today.
Thank you. You too. I am so excited. Today, I have the honor of having Debbie Pidgeon. She is the proud corporate sponsor, bronze, of her company, Marriage One, with her amazing husband, George. And she is also one of our incredible board members with the Bow Ladies since the inception that we started this venture. I'm so excited to have you on board. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello. I'm so glad to be here, Anna, and to be part of what Bold Ladies is doing.
Awesome. So I always start with my coffee. Today it's coconut water. I already have my dose of coffee, but I'm gonna have a little sip.
Cheers to you. I love coconut water, by the way. It's
Yes,
amazing. So,
yes,
yeah.
yes. So we're gonna dive in. I'm excited to be able to bring this. It'll be for the new year. So how exciting is that? So always my first question is, tell me about your business and why you're so passionate about it.
Well, our ministry is called Marriage One. Marriage One was founded on Mark 10:9. What God has joined together, let no one separate. Marriage has always been a passion of my husband and myself. I have always predominantly worked with women, and no matter where we were in the world, it seemed like God just put us in a place in whatever church we were to help with marriages. And then he just put it upon my husband's heart to step out and to begin a Marriage One ministry, which is totally dedicated to just restoring and refreshing marriages. And so that's what we did. We started that over 15 years ago.
Wow.
My husband's pretty much full-time marriage minister, and we're international. We just love what we do. The passion behind that is that marriages are failing at 50%. And
Wow.
so if we can come in and wreck what the enemy's doing and hold marriages together, then that's what we've been called to do. So it's a very hard passion, but I can tell you this, love always prevails.
That's awesome. To be able to
Hmm.
help 50%, that's a really hard number to take in. I think that you definitely have a special heart for that. Like you said, it's hard. It's not an easy road to take because you're dealing with relationships that are broken, and you're bringing in your heart. Both of you are so good, and I love that George is part of this with you because it is a marriage. So he brings the aspect of the male
Hmm.
personality, and then you bring in the female personality, which is so wonderful. I love that
Hmm.
about you. And I love also that, you come from other backgrounds, so you brought in your knowledge to be able to do this as well. And George is amazing.
Hmm.
George can't be on the podcast because he's not a girl, but we love George anyway.
He fits in everywhere, and it is kind of stunning, when people hear that, marriages are failing at
Yeah.
50%, and that's even in the church. Okay.
Wow.
And then we got second marriages that are failing more than 65%.
Ouch.
And third marriages is over 70%. So we say, well, we don't have to look at the failure rate. Let's look at the
Okay.
success rate. And the
Yeah.
success rate is when couples come together and they really work hard to find the tools and materials, and they surround themselves with the right people, then you're going to be successful. Same model in what you have here with Bold Ladies is that when you surround yourself with good, successful people, tell me your five friends and I'll tell you your future, right? And so
Absolutely.
it's the same model. We're going to become what we hang around with. And if
Yep.
you hang around good, healthy marriages,
Yep.
then your marriage has a chance to be healthier. If you're
Yep.
hanging out with not that divorced people or bad people, because there's people that get divorced that are amazing
Yep.
people and just bad
Yeah.
things happen, right? But we want to be hanging out with those successful people in marriages so that our marriage can become more successful.
Absolutely. I know
Mm-hmm.
that you have a book that you shared with us. You're an author with your husband, and tell them a little bit about that before we go into the next question, because I think it's such a great book. And, if
Mm-hmm.
at the end you'll be able to share your Facebook and your how they can find you, but tell them a little bit about that.
Well, the book was actually something we just developed ourselves. It's got a great story. So we would print the books ourselves at our local printer. And when we would do events, we just handed them out free because it cost us $1.50 to print them, right? That was it. So this was a challenge. And so it's a 21-day challenge to get couples to come together just for 5 minutes. And
Yeah.
that came from a radio show that we used to have. that was called Just Give Me 5 Minutes. So
Oh,
that's what we
wow.
named the book, Just Give Me 5 Minutes. Well, then we were contacted by TBN, and somebody there at TBN had got a hold of our book. And so we want to republish it. And I said, sure, this is really TBN. Okay. So, and then and it really was TBN. And they republished our book. And it was a minimal fee that they republished it for, and it was just amazing. The book is available everywhere. Books, Barnes Noble, Amazon. It's been a number one book. It's used a lot, and it's in a lot of churches, libraries.
That's
For us, it's not about the fame of the book. It's what the book does for marriages. So it
awesome.
is a 21-day challenge, and that challenge is that if you quit on the 8th day, you got to start all over.
Oh,
So we know
goodness.
that in 21 days that your marriage can be changed.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. That's
pretty
awesome.
phenomenal.
I love it.
Mhm.
I love that. So that kind of brings me to the second question. Share with us how Bold Ladies has impacted your business. What kind of connections have you made here? And I think that sharing that, it will bring some light.
Well, Bold Ladies, first off, I believe in the mission of what Bold Ladies is. It has helped me connect with other women like minded, and that do want to help other people. Goes right along with what our passion is just helping marriages, helping people, helping enrich those relationships. Helping people unwrap their gifts. That's been the biggest thing, and me seeing others and finding others, because sometimes you can feel like you're solo out here
Yeah.
in this big world, kind of in that community and igniting for me. It's been exciting for me. We have met some amazing people, some amazing couples. We have become friends with a lot of those people. So, just the connection itself has been more else
Awesome. Can you
phenomenal.
check your Wi-Fi because you're coming in and out a little bit and you're getting blurry. So I want to make sure you have a strong connection before we keep on because you have such great
Let's say
information.
I am not connected. I'm not connected at all. So let me see what's going on.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now? Or you
I
want
can
to?
hear you. You're just going in and
Okay.
out, and I want to make sure that, people get to hear everything you're saying.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. I don't know. It did this the other day. I love it when we're out in the office, and sometimes it has a little bit of a problem out here.
Okay,
Let's see. Hang on. Give me 1 second.
sure.
There we go. Network, network. It says no network connection. All right. Move inside. You think that would help?
Um, okay, let's see now.
What
we'll
do you?
keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All
I
right,
hate to have to do
gotcha.
it all over again.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. So then, of
Okay.
course, you've been in business for so long. You're an entrepreneur. Your husband's an entrepreneur. You have so much knowledge. You bring so much to the table. Share with us one tip that you can give us to help business women or people in general in their business that have made you a great entrepreneur, have made you successful. Like, if you could pick one great tip, which one would that be?
Oh goodness, I forget what I even wrote down because there's so many good tips. I think the biggest tip is always be a good student. Always be a good
Yeah.
student. Always someone that is always learning,
Yep.
because we're never gonna ever totally figure it out ourselves.
Right.
Um, Find yourself with people that are going places in the
Yep.
world, people that are growing. So the most important thing for us is that we've always had a mentor in our life. We've always had coaches. We've
Yep.
had spiritual coaches. We have had business coaches. We've had health coaches. We've had those people in our life and in
Absolutely.
all aspects. So I think it's real important to have those accountable partners
Yeah.
in anything that you do in life, no matter whether it's business, in your spiritual walk, and in your health. Obviously, that is what you're doing right now, which how important that is to have that accountability.
It is. It totally is. That's a great tip
Mhm.
because as
Yeah.
an entrepreneur, we are so focused on what we're doing. We tend to forget that we also need help, that we also need the guidance, whether it's
Mhm.
a business, whether it's spiritual, which lifestyle. There are so many components to being healthy and that makes you successful. Every big organization coaching that I've ever gotten says every coach needs a great coach. So that was a really, really good tip. I love, love, love that about you. We're not
Hmm.
afraid to ask for help. And I think that
Hmm.
that's important. People can't do this on their own. It's a team effort on all avenues, right? So that brings me
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I know that you have some things in the pipeline. Um, if they were going to be looking at this before your big event, share with them, where can they find you, which is the most important thing. If somebody wanted to find you, where would they go?
Well, if they wanted to find us, our ministry is marriageone.org. And there from our website, you can definitely email us or you can call our office. There's usually someone answering all the time. It's either for prayer or to set up for meetings or to
Right.
find out about events. So it's
Okay.
not a 24-hour 911 type of
Right.
system, but you definitely can call in and we are there. Other ways is that just our phone number and through social media, which is we have our own personal pages, which are private, but we
Yeah.
do have another page, Marriage One, which is our ministry page, and then Deb's Inspirations, which is another way. We get a lot of messages by messenger, which is
Yeah.
interesting these days because a lot
Yep.
of people use that social media platform, and that's why we take advantage of it, right?
Absolutely.
We do have some events doing a marriage tour for next year. We're going to be doing 4 tours. One here, we're starting in our community in Flagler, and
Nice.
then we're moving up to South Carolina, North Carolina. 4 tours this year. Our schedule just will not permit for us to do more than that. But it's going to be the same consistent marriage tour, which is to get our marriages back into rhythm,
Hmm.
that we have a healthy rhythm in our marriage. We're going to talk about ageless love, because they're in that era, right? Me and
Yeah.
you we're a little bit older. We want to make sure we're still in love and still looking at each other that way. And
Yeah.
and we look at each other different because things change as you get older.
Absolutely.
But also pay attention to these young folks that are getting into marriages. And we talk about sex, Anna, we talk about finances. That's
Yeah.
just what we do. We want to talk about those real and relevant things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, that's important. Well, I think this has
Yeah.
been incredible. You're so special. We're so happy that you were on here. So for the people that are watching, they've never heard of Bold Ladies, stay on because there's going to be a short video that can tell you a little bit about our organization. And then, of course, another link to the directory where Debbie will have information. She's going to be blogging. She's going to be sharing events, and you can start following her. She didn't mention, she's also on Instagram, Marriage One. And I think that, you can follow their DM if you want to have any more information. It is so important that we take care of ourselves at every single level, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether it's your marriage, your personal life. Debbie brings so much love and so much knowledge into everything she does. I'm so excited that you were on. Finally, I wrapped you in here. It was hard to get you in there, but I always finish with my little coffee. Go big, go bold.
Love it. I love it. I
And
love
if
it.
you
I love
forget,
what you're doing, Anna, and just and offering all these women such opportunities to grow. And I think sometimes people don't really see like behind the scenes. I get that sometimes in some organizations, and this is one of those. And so, as you're pouring out, I hope that you're getting poured into because you're such a special lady. You've helped me in more ways than I could ever count, and I know that many people would say the same thing.
you're amazing. Well, thank you for being on. I can't wait to see the end of this podcast. It'll be on next year. Yay. So we'll see it live at that time. Have a great day. And I always say, go big, go bold. Thank you. Hi, my name is Ana Reyes, Executive Director, Bold Ladies in Business. If you're looking to network and make a difference in your community with like-minded women and make connections at a deeper level, guess what? You have come to the right place. Bold Ladies in Business has several chapters all over the state of Florida, and we would love to hear from you. Again, Bold Ladies in Business, nonprofit organization. Go big, go bold. Bye.